Welcome everyone to another top 10, top 20 in this case, top 10 winners and top 10 losers of the 2014 NHL trade deadline. These are in no particular order. I'm just going to name off 10 winners, name off 10 losers, and we'll go from there. I'll give a little explanation why I put them in these specific categories. So first winner, we got Montreal. They got Thomas Vanek for practically nothing. They're increasing their scoring depth along with Pacioretty. They can fit together, two snipers, Pacioretty, I don't know if you would call him a sniper, but they'll mesh together as one, so that's a perfect combination for them. And it just adds to their depth up front and their push for the playoffs. Or a top seed in the playoffs, or, yeah, pretty much, to sustain that top seed, I should say. So Minnesota is another winner. They acquired Matt Moulson. Good trade, solid player. He'll definitely fit in with their group and their playing style. But they also got Ilya Bryzgalov. Now, this is interesting. I'm not sure if this is good or bad. It really depends on the team in front of him. Philadelphia wasn't that bad when he played for them, but their defense was weak. And Minnesota, I'm not too sure. So we'll have to see if that was a good trade. But in the end, Minnesota is a winner. Now, call me biased for this one. The Pittsburgh Penguins are a winner. They added depth to their bottom six with Marcel Goc and Lee Stempniak. Goc is a fourth line or third liner that can really help the penalty kill, help that third line out with Brandon Sutter. Lee Stempniak adds some scoring to that third line, something that Pittsburgh completely lacked on the bottom six compared to the top six. So another winner is the Boston Bruins, simply because they got Andre Mazaros when Dennis Seidenberg is out for the year. That adds depth, and I think they got him for a third-round pick, so good job by Peter Chiarelli right there. Florida Panthers have to be a winner. Luongo for Markstrom and Mathias. Wow. What a piece of shit deal for Vancouver, and that is why they're definitely on the losers list, and I'm sure you guys knew that first thing you clicked on this video. And Luongo's happy. I guess I'm happy for Luongo. So another winner, the New York Rangers. They acquired Martin St. Louis. I don't care if he's old, he still can play. He's a heart and soul guy. He's a proven winner compared to Callahan. That's really all that has to be said. Los Angeles is a winner. Marian Gaborik for Matt Fratton and a few picks or nobodies, I don't even remember. But for a team that has the ability to score, they don't. So adding Gaborik hopefully will make them win some more games down the stretch here, because they were slumping before the break. Before the Olympic break, that is. Another winner, St. Louis. Ryan Miller. These guys are a Stanley Cup contender because of goaltending. They have defense, they have the offense, now they have goaltending. Great deal. Great deal right here. This is really going to push other teams to focus on St. Louis, because they are now a contender in the West, but they got to get through teams like Chicago and Anaheim. Another winner, the Washington Capitals. They got Halak for Neuwirth. Wow. Neuwirth has pretty much dropped off the depth chart in Washington recently, and Halak, he's a perfect fit there, in my opinion. He's going to play well there, and being in St. Louis probably gave him a lot of experience in winning. And another winner for me is the Ottawa Senators. They gained Ales Hemsky just a few days after he scored 2 goals against them in a game for practically nothing. For a guy that Edmonton's been hyping, as a big trade's going to happen, they're going to have to get a lot back for him. They really got nothing. So that was my top 10 winners. Now I'm going to move on to my top 10 losers. And we got to start off with the Vancouver Canucks, simply because of the Luongo events and the goaltending situation. If they had done these trades 18 months ago, Luongo would have been satisfied, and they probably would have still had Corey Schneider as their goalie, instead of Eddie fucking Lack and Jacob fucking Markstrom. Another loser, the Winnipeg Jets, simply because the hype was there, and they said, oh, we're going to make a bunch of deals. We're going to make our team better. We're going to push for the playoffs here. We got a new coach. Now we can upgrade our bottom six, upgrade our scoring prowess. But no, they absolutely did nothing, and that's why they have to be on the losers list. Tampa Bay has to be on the losers list because of St. Louis' trade. They got Ryan Callahan back, a guy that's asking way too much for way too much fucking money for a player that, he's not that player. He's not that good to have $7.5 million a year. So really, it's just crazy. You give up your captain, the heart and soul of your team, He's obviously a better captain than Callahan, and he played with Stamkos. Stamkos is back now. Now all of a sudden he's got to come back to this shit. Number 7, I've just got a list here of numbers, but it's not actually number 7. Like I said, I'm just going in a random order. Detroit's on the losers list because they got David Langwon. I mean, he's good, but I thought Detroit would go and get some more youth because they seem like a team that needs it and not age. But you know Detroit, they'll probably prove me wrong because they've always done well with age. So our loser here is Columbus. Gaborik for Fratton and a few other players. What the fuck? Columbus, that is a terrible trade on your part. I know he's been injured for most of the year, so you're thinking that he's not going to be the same when he comes back. But now that he's back, he's definitely going to play better on a team like LA. Watch. So another loser here is the Edmonton Oilers. They traded a veteran player, Nick Schultz, for I think it's Nick Schultz, yeah, because they have Justin Schultz as well. But they traded Nick Schultz for like a 5th round pick. They need to keep a veteran guy like that, right? With Andrew Ference. They basically got no depth in return, and they traded Hemsky for like nothing as well. I think it was another 5th round or 3rd round pick. Geez, you're getting nothing for players that you build the hype around. It makes no sense to me. Another loser is the Toronto Maple Leafs. They did nothing to improve their bottom 6, but Dave Nonis did say that he doesn't want rental players, so I can see where he's coming from, but at the same time, I would have thought they would have done something. So they just cracked this list. Another loser, the Phoenix Coyotes, in my opinion, because they stayed quiet and they're still fighting for that playoff spot. They need some depth for a final playoff push. The New York Islanders are another one of my losers. They traded Vanek for nothing. They basically got nothing in return, and for a few months, this has been the hype. This has been like, yeah, we're actually going to make a good move at trade deadline, something the Islanders don't do very often, and we're going to get a lot in return. Guess what? They got nothing, of course. Terrible, terrible management system there in New York, in the Islanders system. Terrible. Terrible Vanek trade. Ugh. I don't know why Thomas Vanek wasn't happy there. Maybe because they weren't a playoff team. Well, now he's on a playoff team, for the most part. Yeah, I suppose. Montreal will definitely make the playoffs this year, so that's why New York Islanders have to be on this list. And, of course, another loser, the Buffalo Sabres. Why? One reason, well, 2 reasons, actually. You gave up Ryan Miller, who I know he wanted to be traded, and you want to keep him. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. But he wanted to go to a winning team, all right? But you should have kept him. In my opinion, I would have waited out. Just wait till after this year. He wanted out so quickly, but you never know. You could have improved next year. You never know what can happen on draft day. So I don't see why they would trade him now. Is it really necessary? That's why Buffalo is a loser. And the second reason why they're a loser, because I said there's 2, it's obviously because they still suck and they're last place. That is why. So, thank you for watching these 2 top 10s. Well, top 20, I don't know what you call it, whatever. Thank you for watching. I'll be doing more of these, probably an NHL 15 one later on, if I even remember to do it. But, yeah. So, tell me in the comments below who you think are your winners and losers of the 2014 NHL trade deadline.